What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Johnny5 Live here, back with some more Rogue Stormers. And we just beat level 4 boss, unlocked Camille. I'm pretty excited. I did a rant while I played through level 4. Go check that one out. Just talking about the game and how it plays and multiplayer and whatnot. It's a pretty good game so far, but yeah, we're going to see how we do on level E. Every time I've made it to a new level, my character seems to not be strong enough, and I have to regrind up to that point until I'm strong enough to beat it. So these are going to be new enemies and hopefully a whole new experience. Holy crap, I already see a guy walking in a mech suit and purple orby things flying at me. So, wow, what is this? A smoky octopus. Whoa, shit's crazy. Okay. Wow, I should have supercharged on him. So this is, interesting. One thing I don't like, that level 5 feels exactly like level 1. I was kind of hoping for a new biome. I seen that level 4 was a cave. I've ran into other biomes that were slightly different so far in this game, but I'm wishing that there were more level choices. Like, I kind of feel like if you lose the game, there should be like 4 worlds, and no matter which one you pick, you should start at level 1. That way, if you're like, okay, you know, I want to keep playing the game, but I don't want to just keep starting from level 1 and, you know, doing the same stuff over and over again. I feel what they could do, which it would actually work easily for this game, they could make a DLC pack where they add a whole new biome or a whole new world set. And what you do is, if you're playing this game, you get to choose which one you want to play on. And so if they make, you know, 6 new levels, I can start on World 1, Level 1, or World 2, Level 1. And I get a whole different experience, different enemies, or different... I mean, they can even play the same. Like, they can just be trolls instead of orcs. They could be undeads instead of orcs. You know, they can do a lot of different things and just kind of reskin things and give me a different environment to play. Make the bosses similar to the bosses that are currently in this game, or this world, but just make them a different texture, a different enemy, like a... You know, that kind of thing. Remodel them, name them something different. You can switch up their mechanics a bit, but make it so one world plays just as difficult as the first, but you just have more options. I think that would make the game a little bit more interesting, add to the replayability, and it would be something that could be easily added with DLC. And I think that would go a long way in this game. It's just something, when I die here on this level, assuming I die, I'm gonna be really worn out. I've been going at this for probably an hour or longer just to get up to the 5th level, maybe even longer, an hour and a half, who knows. And I did 8 hours of grinding in preparation to get strong enough to beat the 4th level, and most of it was on co-op, which actually slows things down, unfortunately. So maybe if you guys are playing this game all by yourself, you might be able to beat that 4th level a little bit faster, who knows. But you do get your butt kicked for a while until you start getting them upgrades. Now, what I was saying is, when I die here, I really don't want to have to go back to level 1 and start beating the same boss and the same mobs. It would be really awesome to be like, oh, we unlocked a new world, let's go try the undead stuff and see how far we can get on that, and just grind something else for a while. And that would actually be just enough for me, where I'd be like, okay, well, I don't mind starting from level 1, but as long as it's in a new environment, new enemies to look at, just a different change on the eye candy, that would really make things awesome. And, you know, if they could have a total of like 3 or 4 worlds, that would be enough to keep me like playing the game, going, okay, well, we'll restart, but on this one, and then this one, and this one. And I would just continuously grind out different worlds until I'm strong enough to go back to this world and try and beat level 5. Because there's no point in, like, if I lose this level and I get absolutely demolished, I know that the next time I play, I'm probably going to get absolutely demolished. So there's this kind of like thought in your head where you're like, well, I'm just kind of playing for EXP points right now. So if I'm grinding, I'd rather do it on something that's differently stimulating, interesting in another way. And that's just my opinion. but overall the game's still pretty good. And I now have that Camille character, so there's that. So I guess when I lose here, I'm gonna go, alright, it's time to go try Camille out. But the problem there, again, is Camille's not gonna be, she's gonna be level 1. She's gonna have 0 levels. So she might not even be good enough to make it past the 3rd level. And now you have this feeling of like, I can't even progress to the point where I normally do. And it incentivizes you to go back to your first character. But, you know, it's like, so if you're going to do that to somebody and make them like re-level up, you got to do something interesting to the game to make it worth their while, or make it so that they level up faster. I don't know. There's got to be something, because I'm feeling punished for playing this character over the other ones. But the thing is, they only start you with this character. So by the time you start unlocking more characters, you're committed. You're committed to your one and only choice. So it's not really a choice, which is rather unfortunate. So just some minor, I'd say, design philosophy things that I do not agree with, that I would argue could be done better. Crap. Hopefully I get keys from these. Look how little EXP I got from that. Oh my god. So I've gotten through 5 levels, and I played for over an hour, and I haven't even leveled. So you can see how grindy it can be, considering you don't have any worlds to go on to, you don't have any of that to look forward to, and it's really slow. I feel like if the levels came faster, the game would be more addicting. If they came like 3 times faster, where I was leveling up after every level, then I'd be like, oh cool, like let's go level up the other guy. Like I don't even want to touch Presto, because I'm like, I don't really like him, but I see him being potentially fun with some upgrades. And you know, the upgrades are kind of random, so if I was able to get my levels faster, I'd be like, oh, let's just go gain like 10 levels on Presto and see what kind of character we can turn him into. Maybe we'll like him more. Maybe our RNG will be better. And it would give you a lot of reasons to play all the characters, play different ways. And I especially think you should level faster with friends, to incentivize you playing with friends and leveling up multiple characters, trying multiple builds and teams. But when my friend comes online, I'm just going to play this guy because he's my best character. He's going to play this guy because it's his best character. So we're not actually trying different teams. So it's yeah, it's really unfortunate. You're playing the bare bones basic game with the bare bones basic character on the bare bones basic levels over and over and over again. But the thing is, there's potential hidden at the end of the grind. Your characters get really crazily upgraded. You can get some really, like, if someone that's played this game for 100 hours and has like all the upgrades and all these cool goodies and all the characters, and they've leveled them up and they put the work into doing it, they can have a really fun character and a really fun time with this game. Unfortunately, there's only 6 levels in the game, so there's not much that they can do with that character and that experience. But having said that, going back to what I was saying earlier, this game has great potential for DLC, and I really, really hope they push the different worlds in the DLC. I don't want them, like, the levels are A, B, C, D, E, F, G or something right now, or I think they end at F, I'm not sure. But what they could do, I hope they don't go, you know, adding more letters in. I hope they do another world, A, B, C, D, E, F, again, on World 2, like I was saying earlier. And if they did that, it would totally have me playing this game more and more and more and more. And every time a new installment of DLC came out, I would find myself grinding the new worlds, and then coming back to this world just to get a little bit further on different characters. And I think it would increase its replayability. All the options here, the infrastructure of the game, it's really good if there was more content. But my problem is there's a lack of content to do to incentivize the grind, to incentivize playing multiple characters, multiplayer, and all that jazz. So I think what they can do is keep doing DLC for this game, And all these problems that I'm talking about will sort of just iron themselves out. You're just going to have so much content, so many upgrades, and so much to do that you can just constantly have a rotation of fun. Switch out the levels, switch out the team, switch out this, and that would be enough in itself. So I think this game is in desperate need of some DLC. But so far, I must have sunk 8 to 10 hours in. It's already worth the value that I paid. So for the value versus objective that I do in my reviews, it's certainly worth it. And it's been a fun experience. My only the only thing that really saddens me about this game is I don't really think I'm ever going to experience a fully upgraded character. And especially I'm not going to experience the character that I want. So I might like the last character that you unlock, and I don't even know if I'm ever going to get that one. Let me see here. 20% total damage. Ooh. 20% primary damage and primary rate of fire. And range. Ooh. If I save $100, I can get the rate of fire and damage. I might save up $100 and come back for that gasoline. So I was saying is, yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to get to a point where I fully max out the character that I want to be playing. If I continue playing the game with this guy, I'll probably get him pretty strong, and I'll beat the game, get all the characters, and be like, okay, I beat the game, I got all the characters, but he's not fully upgraded. There's no point in over leveling this character. It really isn't. Because what are you going to do? Rebeat the game that you already beat? So I don't know, maybe they unlock a new difficulty or a new world after you beat it. I have no idea. I'm hoping that's the case. But yeah, there's no incentive for me to basically play the game after I've already beaten it. And you unlock the last two characters at the same time that you essentially finish the game. So it's a bit unfortunate, to be honest. I feel like you should have unlocked the characters a little bit quicker so you can kind of decide, hey, which character do I like the best, which one am I going to upgrade? And I feel like one of the characters I'm going to unlock, like either Camille or the next one, might be the character that I like, that's my play style. And I'm going to have a really hard time picking them over this guy because he's so meaty right now. It's tricky. We're gonna do some gambling here. What do we get? Healing efficiency. Extra mid-air jump. Oh my god, yes. How much was that? We need $80 more, but the boss is down there. We didn't get what we need. I want hopefully keys to pop out. No keys. But we got 30% max HP. Holy crap. But minus 10% movement. Ugh, I can feel that. So yeah, I don't know. I have a feeling that I might just stick with this character right to the end of the game, which is somewhat disappointing. It's like, why bother having other characters? But it seems like I'm complaining, yes, but I'm really just stating big changes that the game needs in order to really meet its potential. I mean, I'm fine with this game being a 10-15 hour experience that I had fun with for that time. I mean, I got my money's worth already. I had a good experience as well. So I do recommend the game. However, with some very minor changes, this game could be so much greater than it is, and it could be a 100-hour experience. And you'd be like, really? For a side-scrolling shooter, twin-stick shooter? Yeah, it has that potential. It really does. It's doing just enough, but it you know, it's inches away from hitting the ball out of the park. But instead, it's kind of hitting a foul. And that's the difference. So what do I want? I'm going to get the carrot, I guess, because I had to buy that jackpot. A little bit more range. Sweet. My guy's getting super strong. I'm thinking we might be able to beat this level here. We're going on to the boss. This is pretty sweet. Watch me beat the game right now in this one run. That would be sick. If I beat this level, I believe I get the next character. Shotgun Shelly or what? No, that's the, I don't remember what her name was. Oh boy. Alright, so this is the boss fight. We're going to end the episode here because it's been 15 minutes. So if you guys want to see what this boss is like, please join me in the next episode. And thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And we'll see you guys in the boss fight.